Beloved essence of light, there are moments when silence screams louder than any word, and perhaps you are in exactly that moment now. When the heart cries out for answers and the universe seems silent. But listen, what I am about to reveal to you could change everything. There is something very important you need to know, and this message has reached you at this exact moment because the angels have decided that you are ready to hear it. They whisper that love which transforms, heals, and elevates, is already closer than you imagine. But there is a secret, a divine secret, guarded behind 7 veils, and it is now beginning to be unveiled for you. Do you remember that long-held desire to experience true love? That rare connection that seems to only happen in movies or stories that make the heart soar? The angels say, this love is not a fantasy, it is a promise, but it only manifests when certain keys are turned within, and those keys are in your hands. Have you noticed that certain coincidences in your life are not just coincidences? That some people show up at the most improbable moments, bringing lessons, healing, or even departures that made you stronger. Each of these experiences was orchestrated by the divine symphony of love. Nothing was in vain, nothing was meaningless, including this current phase, which may be asking you for more faith than ever before. Love, in order to manifest in its fullness, must first blossom within you. And here is the first secret the angels ask me to deliver. You do not need to chase love. You need to return to it. And this returning means coming back to your center, to your essence, to the part of you that is already whole, already worthy, and already loving. Only then do you stop being a magnet for lack and become a beacon for union. Before continuing the message, write this mantra in the comments. I am worthy of a love that sees and honors me. This will anchor the energy of this revelation into your path. Now, continuing the message. The angels show that there is an invisible layer that often blocks the arrival of true love. This layer is formed by doubts, painful memories, and inherited beliefs that made you believe you are not enough, or that you must suffer to deserve. But now, beloved essence of light, the time has come to dissolve those clouds. Imagine now a golden mist beginning to wrap around your energy field. It comes as a balm, as a caress from heaven, and gently touches every memory that still hurts, every word that wounded you, every abandonment that left a mark. And with this subtle touch, a cleansing begins. You might even feel it physically. Now, a shiver, a tender emotion, a desire to breathe more deeply. Allow yourself, because the angels want to remind you of something essential. Love was never absent. It was only waiting for you to reconnect with yourself. You know that moment when you look in the mirror and feel proud of who is there, when you radiate joy without needing applause. That is when the portal of love opens. That is the moment when the universe begins to conspire, meetings, synchronicities, and possibilities that once seemed unreachable. But this is not all. Something even deeper is happening. The angels also show you that there is a mission connected to love in your life. It is not just about finding someone. It is about discovering what that union will awaken in you, and how it will propel you to become even more of who you came here to be. Because true love does not imprison, it frees. It does not demand, it inspires. It does not silence, it encourages your most authentic voice. And maybe you're wondering, But why hasn't it arrived yet? The answer may hurt a little, but it is liberating, because you have not yet allowed yourself completely. There are still fragments of yourself hidden out of fear of not being loved, but the angels insist. And here they speak with both firmness and tenderness. It is time to return whole to the stage of love. Give yourself the opportunity to be seen, not through the mask you learn to wear to please others, but through your naked and beautiful soul. It is in that surrender that the other will also be able to reveal themselves without defenses. And thus, a love is born that is not based on need, but on truth. This message is more than a promise. It is a calling. And perhaps you felt a warmth in your chest, an emotion you can't quite explain. That is a sign that something within you has recognized this truth. It is your heart, responding to the touch of the angels. They are with you now. They want to remind you that you are not alone, that there are invisible forces working in your favor, that even on the nights when you cried in silence, there was an angel by your side whispering, "Don't give up. Love is coming, and it is coming." But it comes when you align with your own truth, with your worth, with your light. Each day that you choose to love yourself more, to respect yourself more, to prioritize yourself more, you come closer to the frequency that attracts what is real. And true love only responds to authenticity. It does not enter through false doors. It waits for the temple to be clean, vibrant, and true. Beloved essence of light, this message did not reach you by accident. If it touched your heart, receive this moment as a gift. The key has been handed over. The secret has been revealed. Now it is up to you to turn it, open the door, and let love in. Not as an external miracle, but as the natural consequence of who you are becoming. Beloved essence of light, you have stayed until now because something within you recognizes the deep truth that is being revealed. And now that the door has begun to open, the angels are asking me to guide you even deeper. There is a new level of this message that must be delivered to your heart. Something that may have been ignored for so long, but now resurfaces with strength. Your worthiness. Yes, you deserve to love. And even more, you deserve to be loved back with the same intensity, depth, and truth. The angels see the times when you gave everything and received so little. They saw the nights when you doubted yourself, wondering if there was something wrong with you. But today, they come to tell you, the problem was never you. It was the frequency you were taught to vibrate in. That's why love is not built solely through external encounters, but through inner rebirths. Each time you choose yourself, you change your energy field. Each time you say no to what doesn't honor your light, you say yes to what truly belongs to you. Now, before we continue this message, write in the comments. 111. I open my heart to the love that belongs to me by divine right, to claim it. This phrase carries a specific frequency that the angels are releasing right now. It will echo beyond words, opening invisible channels of connection to true love. And if this message is resonating with you, kindly consider supporting this light through the Super Thanks button. Your gesture, no matter how small it may seem, makes a huge difference. It helps us continue bringing messages like this to many other souls who, just like you, are also seeking answers. Your contribution is like a hug that strengthens this work, of light. Continuing the message, the angels reveal that true love has a sound. It is almost like a silent melody that plays inside the chest and vibrates in harmony with someone else who is also ready. But to hear it, one must first silence the noise of the world, the demands, the comparisons, the illusory standards. The love the angels announce is not found in shallow affairs that come and go, but in that rare encounter where two souls recognize each other effortlessly, without masks. Have you noticed how often you blamed yourself for being alone? How time seemed to be slipping by, and you felt the anxiety of falling behind? The angels understand that feeling, but they want you to know there is no delay for those who walk with an open heart. The timing of love is not the clock's, it's the timing of inner preparation. True love arrives at the exact moment you become someone who can hold it. And maybe that's why it took time. Because what's coming for you is not small. It's something big. It's a connection with purpose, with mission, with expansion. And for that, your roots needed to be strengthened. The moments of solitude were not punishments. They were training. You were forged in waiting, polished in silence, so that now you are ready to live something that won't be fleeting. But that's not all. The angels also show there is a blind spot that many ignore: the fear of being happy. It may seem strange, but many times, you may sabotage a genuine love out of fear. Fear of losing it, of suffering again, or of not knowing how to handle something so real. And here is another subtle secret. True love requires courage. Courage to show up, to trust, to be vulnerable. But that courage doesn't come from effort. It comes from self-love. And that's why the angels have been strengthening you so much during this process. They want you to know that someone is already being prepared to meet you, but that this person will only be able to recognize you if you are fully in your light, because souls who hide cannot find each other. You are not here to live in halves. You were born to be someone's entire universe, but for that, you must first inhabit that universe within yourself, and the signs have already begun to appear. That sudden intuition, that message that appeared at the right time, that strange dream that felt so real. All of it is the angels moving the pieces so that love may draw closer. They are saying now, do not doubt. Trust. Prepare the altar of your heart. Perhaps right now, silent tears are streaming down your face. And that's okay. These tears are like rain that fertilizes the soil. They are not weakness. They are cleansing. Let them fall. The angels are collecting each one. They know exactly what you've been through. And they promise, no pain was in vain. Everything has served to align you with the love that is coming. Can. You feel it now? A peace that cannot be explained. A certainty that rises up in the midst of doubt. A hope that rekindles even after so many disappointments. This is the touch of the angels on your soul. It is confirmation that something is shifting. And, yes, it will change. The person who will be able to look into your eyes and see your soul is on the way. But that person will only be able to find you if you are also looking at yourself with truth, with tenderness, with presence. So start today. Choose yourself. Treat yourself with more gentleness. Care for your heart as if it were the most sacred of temples, because it is. And when love arrives, and it will, you will realize it was worth it. That every waiting moment, every tear, every quiet restart brought you exactly here. Beloved essence of light. Until now, you have been gently guided, but also with intensity. Because the angels know how delicate this phase of your life has been. What I'm about to reveal to you may change everything. There is a deep understanding that perhaps no one ever told you. Love is not just something that arrives, it is something you activate. And once you understand this, everything changes. Have you noticed how some people seem to attract healthy, loving relationships, even without desperately searching for them? There is a frequency, an internal state that the angels call a field of loving receptivity. And this field is not activated by neediness or anxiety. It opens through presence, self-compassion, and a deep awareness of your own worth. And here is the secret. Your vibrational field speaks for you. Even when you say nothing, it sends signals to the universe, and what you attract is in the same resonance as what you radiate. So it's not enough to just want love. You must become love. Before we continue this message, if you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, take a moment to do so. It helps us keep bringing you meaningful content from the angels. Now, back to the message. Close your eyes for a moment and ask yourself, with honesty, what do I truly believe about the love I deserve? This answer may bring up memories, wounds, past rejections, but the angels want you to know that these beliefs can be dissolved. No scar from the past is stronger than the light that lives within you. They show that you were conditioned to believe in lack, to accept crumbs, to settle for less than you truly deserve. But that pattern can end now, here, because you are ready to choose differently. Beloved, the angels are cleansing what has been embedded in your energetic field. The silent traumas, the words you heard and carried for years as truth. They are removing the weight you've been carrying without realizing. Because for the right love to enter, the heart must be light, available, at peace. And yes, you will feel it. Not as a fleeting excitement, but as a quiet, grounded serenity that begins to settle in slowly. You'll start to notice that you no longer react the same way, that certain situations no longer shake you, that you no longer feel desperation in silence. This is a sign of healing, and it's at this point that love arrives, not when you need it to fill a void, but when you're overflowing, when love stops being a necessity and becomes an extension of your own inner peace. But something even deeper is unfolding. The angels say a new phase is approaching, a phase where you'll be seen with different eyes, where your words will be heard with genuine interest, where your presence will feel like home to someone who has long been searching for exactly what you are. And for this to happen, a decision must be made. You must stop chasing after those who don't want to stay. You must stop investing energy in places where only emptiness returns. You must stop trying to convince someone to choose you, because real love doesn't need to be proven. It's felt. It shows itself in ease, in reciprocity, in spontaneous care. You deserve a love that is calm yet intense, a love that hears you even in silence, that touches you even from afar, that chooses you every day. No games, no doubts, no halves. And that love is already in your field of possibility. But it needs space to enter. So maybe today is the moment to release what no longer lifts you, to let go of people who drain you, patterns that imprison you, stories that no longer align with your truth. It is time to open the way for the new, and the angels are helping you with that. You are not alone. In every step of this transformation, they are by your side, whispering truths your heart already knows. They remind you, you are a child of light, and because of that, you are worthy of the purest love there is. There's something very important you need to know. In the coming days, you may begin to notice signs, a name repeating, a song playing that speaks directly to your heart, a number appearing over and over again. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations. Synchronicity is how the angels speak to you once your heart begins to listen. Pay attention. The universe is already moving. And the more you align with your truth, the faster the right love will arrive. And if this message resonated with you, share it with someone. Someone who may also be sitting in silence, waiting for a sign. Never underestimate the power of a single word. You may be the instrument of light for another soul today. Beloved essence of light, there is a frequency in the air at this moment. Can you feel it? It's as if time is dissolving, as if something invisible is being realigned. The angels are showing you that true love is not merely a destination. It is a sacred preparation. And that preparation is now reaching a decisive turning point in your life. There is a truth you may have never been fully allowed to see. You are magnetic. Your energy, once awakened, has the power to attract not just love, but connections that nourish, that uplift, that heal. Yet for so long, that power was suppressed. You were taught to shrink in order to be accepted, to hide your sensitivity as if it were weakness, to silence your truths out of fear of being too much. But the angels now ask you, no more. No more hiding what you feel. No more doubting your light. No more fitting yourself into small spaces when your soul longs for freedom. They say that only when you fully occupy your own light can the right love find you. Picture this for a moment. Two lights walking through the dark. One lit, radiant, confident. The other dimmed, afraid to shine. How would those lights recognize each other? Love does not see masks, it sees frequency. And that is why, when you hide, you also block the one who's trying to find you. The angels affirm that now is the time to fully shine your light, and that begins with small gestures. Saying yes to what expands you and no to what diminishes you. Caring for your body not for appearances, but out of reverence. Falling silent not out of submission, but out of wisdom. Looking into the mirror and seeing more than a face. Seeing a guardian of ancient wisdom. You are far more than you realize. And perhaps, only now, you are ready to accept this truth without resistance. The angels show that there is a feminine energy within you that is being reborn, an energy of nurturing, of intuition, of surrender, but also of strength, of choice, of worthiness. This balance is what opens the gates to real love. Because true love doesn't look for perfection. It looks for truth. And here lies something precious. Have you noticed that sometimes you fall in love with the idea of someone, not the person themselves? That happens because when we are disconnected from our own essence, we project onto others what we want to feel. But true love doesn't project, it reveals. It doesn't create illusions, it illuminates what is. And to experience that, you must be rooted in your own authenticity. That means allowing yourself to be vulnerable, without fearing that it makes you weak. It means speaking your truth, even if the other doesn't understand. It means no longer trying to fit into molds, so that you may finally find someone who loves you exactly as you are, not in spite of who you are. And here's the most magical part. The more you reveal yourself, the more you attract someone who vibrates at your same frequency. The angels are now saying in unison, "Be who you were born to be." That is already enough. Beloved, you might be wondering, but where is this love? Why hasn't it arrived yet? And the angels answer gently, it is closer than you think, but it needs a heart that is available, not just longing. There is a deep difference between wanting love and being ready to receive it. Many times, without noticing, you close yourself off out of fear of being hurt again. You test, you doubt, you build walls, all in the name of self-protection. But what protects you can also imprison you. It is time to let your guard down, not from naivety, but from courage. The courage to love truly, the courage to trust what's being guided, the courage to open up to live what once felt impossible. The angels say that soon, something unexpected will happen. It may be a meeting, a message, an invitation, something that seems casual, yet carries the seal of synchronicity, and you will know it's special because your heart will beat differently. You'll feel that flutter, not from fear, but from certainty. But before that, they ask, strengthen your light. Meditate. Write. Dance. Surround yourself with people who uplift you. Say, I love myself more often than I need to be loved. Cultivate in yourself what you wish to find in another. Because true love is not about waiting for someone to arrive. It is about becoming the version of yourself who is worthy of that love. You may not know it, but right now, as you read these words, the angels are surrounding you. They are placing balm on your wounds, clearing old memories, tuning your field to higher possibilities. They are saying, she is almost ready. And when you are ready, nothing will be able to stop this love from finding you. So take a deep breath. Feel this truth pulsing in your chest. What's coming is unlike anything you've ever lived. Because this time you won't be trying to fit in. You will be whole. And love will recognize that. Beloved essence of light. The vibration surrounding you in this moment is different. It is finer, subtler, almost imperceptible to ordinary eyes. But you are not ordinary. You're feeling it, aren't you? As if something is approaching, something that calls to you without words, that touches your field without even being physically present. The angels are preparing you to recognize the signs of true love. And it's not just about butterflies in your stomach or the sparkle in your eyes. It's about a quiet frequency that settles in, a calm that precedes the encounter, a recognition that comes before the presence. Many believe love arrives with noise, with impact, with declarations, but the angels show that most often true love arrives like a breeze, like someone who enters gently and simply stays, because the heart has finally found a place to rest, and you are about to experience this. But there is something very important you need to know before that encounter happens in the physical world. it must first happen within you. The angels reveal that the most transformative meeting you'll ever have is the one you have with yourself, because it is that inner union that sets the standard for the love you will allow. Have you chosen yourself today? Have you looked at yourself with kindness? Have you told yourself that you are worthy of being loved with presence, with truth, with reciprocity? The absence of self-worth creates voids, and the universe doesn't tolerate emptiness. It fills it. But how it fills it depends on what you allow. If you allow little, you receive little. If you limit yourself, you receive limitations. But when you open up fully, the love that arrives is also whole. That's why the angels are inviting you now to make a sacred choice, to choose yourself. Choosing yourself is not selfishness. It is spiritual intelligence. It means understanding that you must be whole to experience something whole, that you must be well to attract someone who is well, that you must be free so that the love that comes will not be a cage, but an expansion. And that's when something magical begins to happen. You begin to realize that certain invitations no longer interest you, that certain people no longer reach you, that certain cravings no longer dictate your decisions. This is a sign of evolution. It's your field refining, rising, preparing, and the more that happens, the clearer the signs become. Have you noticed how often numbers like 1111 or 2222 have been appearing lately? Have you noticed how some songs seem to have been written just for you? Have you felt how certain words come as answers, even when you haven't asked anything out loud? These are angelic codes, subtle confirmations that you are on the right path. And if you've made it this far in this message, that's also a sign, because nothing is by chance. You were drawn to this frequency because your soul called for it, because your essence cried out for a truth that your mind could no longer hide. And the angels heard you. They heard when you cried in silence, when you begged for a love that wouldn't hurt, when you asked yourself if something was wrong with you. They heard it all. And now, they are answering you. You are not broken. You are being rebuilt. And there are parts of you that only emerge during this process. Parts you would never have discovered if you hadn't gone through everything you've been through. That is why the love that is coming is different. Because you are different now. More conscious, more open, more attuned. But take note. True love doesn't arrive when you're desperate for it. It comes when you are at peace in your own presence, and that peace is being cultivated now. The angels are around you in this very moment, and one of them is stepping closer into your field. They hold a white rose, the symbol of pure intentions. They offer you this rose, and with it, a message. Prepare yourself. You will be seen, you will be chosen, and you will be loved. Not for seeming perfect, but for being real. This message is the seed of what's to come, and it is up to you to water it, with choices, with actions, with self-love. In the coming days, you may begin to feel more beautiful. Even without changing anything about your appearance, you may begin to feel more confident, even without any clear reason. You may start walking taller, speaking with more conviction, smiling more fully. That is your energetic field aligning with the love that is on its way. Do not doubt it. Your intuition will be your ally. you will know. You will feel it. Because everything inside you will vibrate differently. There will be a recognition, as if somehow you've known this love before. And indeed, you have. In another dimension, in another time, you already met. And now, the reunion draws near. Are you ready for this? If you are, declare it to the universe. Speak it aloud. I choose myself. I prepare. I receive. Because this declaration is not just a request. It is an activation. You are light. And that light is calling for someone who sees beyond appearance, beyond surface, beyond fear. You are ready to be loved with full consciousness. Beloved essence of light. If this message touched your heart, if at any moment you felt that these words were written directly for your soul, know this: it was no coincidence. It was synchronicity. The angels guided you here for a sacred reason. They wish for you to remember, with every step, that true love is not something sought outside, but something that blooms from within, and you are blooming. If this light resonated with you, help it expand. Subscribe to this channel to continue receiving divine messages that nourish your journey of love and awakening. And share this video with someone who, like you, is ready to be touched by the whisper of the angels. The angels whisper. The divine secret for love to happen is in your hands. And now, it is in your heart as well. You are light. You are love. And you are infinitely guided. With angelic blessings. Until the next message.